missed opportunities for the Braves in game 2 as Miami came back and won by a 4-2 final score. But Jeff, the Braves lost more than the ball game. They lost one catcher, almost lost a second, proving once again that catcher's gear truly is the tools of ignorance.
I tell you, it was a bad break. It was almost a nightmare last night. We almost saw Charlie Culberson come in and catch. And right here you can see B-Mac right here coming to third. And I talked to Brian. He said he actually felt it tug a little on the way to second on Dansby Swanson's hit. Comes to third, and that was a huge loss. You can see the frustration right here, the look on his face.
And it went from bad to worse for Brian McCann, because then Tyler Flowers had to come in as the emergency catcher, and lucky not to have broken his hand.
We know Tyler gets hit all the time, but the worst possible timing. First at bat after he takes over, got him right in the meat. And I'll give Tyler this. He toughened it out and stayed in there.
So one man's misfortune is another man's opportunity. Alex Jackson, a former first-round pick, is here, was called up for Atlanta, and wouldn't you know it, he's in the starting lineup.
You know what? We were lucky. He was right here in Gwinnett, and he had a good spring. Learned a lot from Brian and Tyler. Talked to him a little bit. He said, hey, I'm excited. You never know when your debut is going to come.
Joe West with a shoulder tap for Alex Jackson, who takes the field for the first time as a major leaguer. What a moment for him. And he will try to corral the pitches of Sean Newcomb. 4 innings, no runs, but 4 walks and a lot of deep counts. So Kelsey, Alex Jackson is here. What an interesting 24 hours for him.
Yes, you know, we were talking to him this morning, and he said he was actually watching the game live last night. And right when he walked into Gwinnett's clubhouse, he said he saw Brian McCann get hurt, stuck around for a little bit, and then he saw Tyler Flowers get hurt. And he said Barry Hill, the manager down in Gwinnett, told him, you know, be ready. And then he said about 15 minutes after Tyler got hurt, he found out that he was going to get the call, called his parents immediately, and says they are making it to the game today, all the way from California.
That one smoked into the shift. Perfectly positioned was Ozzie, and Newcomb gives up a hard hit ball, but Miami's retired. 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first. A man who doesn't make pitchers happy is Freddie Freeman. He's had another big series, 3 for 7. He's been on base 5 times in the first 2 games against Miami. Freeman tries to spoil the shift and launches one deep left. That ball's going to carry right on out of here. That patented line drive over the shortstop ended up over the fence, too. A 2-run homer in the first for Freeman, his first homer of the year.
Caleb Smith trying to help himself here with the bases loaded and 2 down.
And now facing his counterpart, Caleb Smith, who hits one off the glove of Newcomb, and it's an RBI for Smith. Sharply hit right back up the middle, and Newcomb had a glove on it, and it just kind of died behind the mound. No play for Swanson, 2-1.
That's the fastest I've seen Caleb Smith run in my life. You know, a golden opportunity.
Upstairs, and a walk ties the game. Brinson comes in with the Marlins' second run.
More of the same. You see Newcomb dealing with the control issues.
So the infield comes in for Alex in his first at bat as a big leaguer. And it's cut on and missed. He chased a high 95-mile-an-hour fastball. And I'm sure for Alex, that first at bat went by in a blur.
Swings and misses, strike 3. 3 strikeouts in the inning for Caleb, and Enciarte is left at third base.
Miami with 4 hits, 2 of them on the infield. Smoke toward Dansby. Nice sliding stop. Had trouble getting it out of his glove. And Castro sprung a leak before he got to the second base bag. He went down, and his slide stopped about 7 feet in front of the bag. That is the ultimate slam on the brake slide.
Second walk of the afternoon for Smith, and that'll bring up Freddie Freeman. 2-0 to Freeman, ripped right to the bag, and Prado gets back in time to double up Donaldson.
Take that.
There you go. That hard line drive took Prado right back to first, and they retire Freeman.
Dansby was called out on strikes in the second inning. Swing and a high fly ball. That's hammered toward the gap in left center field. That ball is gone. Line drive homer for Dansby. There's your team leader in home runs, the Braves shortstop, who's been working with Chipper Jones with his approach to the plate, and it's paid off early. And all of a sudden, Jeff, more strikes, shorter at bats, pitch count much more reasonable now, 71 pitches with 2 outs in the 5th. And Newcomb went right after Anderson and blew it right on by. That is his first strikeout, and it's a shutdown inning. Good for him. 3-2 Atlanta. Opening homestand for Atlanta, first home weekend, as Alex Jackson jumps on the first pitch in his second trip to the plate as a big leaguer. And a mile-high pop-up is squeezed by Prado for out number 1. Sean Newcomb has pitched perfect ball over his last 3 innings, and Josh Donaldson will lead off. Swing and a shot down the line. That's a fair ball, and that'll ricochet into the stands. It'll be a double for Donaldson to start the Atlanta 6th. His first extra base hit as a Brave.
Here's the right fielder today, Johan Camargo. Strikeout back in the first, a fly ball in the 4th. Another 1-2 pitch, and finally Smith wins the battle. His 7th strikeout in 6 innings of work.
You know, when I first came up, it was like we would meet for 20 minutes and go over all 3 starting pitchers, a bullpen, and that was it. And not to say that that's can't be done that way, but now, like you said, they dive in each day.
Driven down the line, foul. Hey, what a catch. That's the catch of the year. That was awesome, man. He reached out confidently with a left paw and snagged it. Check this out. Reaching over the railing. Yeah, and Mom's watching at home. Dad just got the phone call. Hey, you're on TV.
Yeah.
All right, Alex, the stage is yours. Jackson 0 for 2 in his first big league game. The Braves really think highly of this kid. Line drive towards center. Brinson is there, and he catches the sinking line drive. And that sends us to the 8th in a 1-run game. Braves 3, Miami 2. Marlins threaten with 2 on and nobody out in the 8th inning. Pitch is hammered toward third. What a pick. Second one. On to first. What a double play.
Woo. The Braves have dialed up the double plays when they've needed them the most this entire homestand. And it was absolutely imperative they turn that one over.
How about an uneventful night for Mr. Vizcaino?
Out to center field. Way back is Inciarte, and Granderson has done it. He ties the game to dead center field off the bench. Curtis comes through. We're tied.
Yeah, right man, right spot. Game on the line.
So a Brave at every base.
And just like that, you got a chance to win the ball game right here. I think they're going to bring an extra infielder in, or an outfielder to the infielder, Chip.
And it's Herrera who's going to come in for Miami. Let's see how it works out. Swing and a drive, and Dansby walks him off. And Atlanta beats Miami 4-3, a 2 RBI game for Swanson. And the Braves have a 5-1 opening homestand.